Oh, so tell us about the D&D biz.
All right, let me get this open.
Can you pass me an apple, my favorite? Uncle?
All right, we are playing Demon Souls now. All right, so D&D, what do you need to know, I guess? Because I can tell you a bunch of different things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, yeah. So give us the background.
Okay, so it's a high magic setting. Right now, the world is essentially two continents, both of roughly equal size.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the players are mostly from, or at least they've been pretty much playing in exclusively, a nation called Aklari,
Mm-hmm.
which has a magocracy essentially.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of a dual power structure with like a magocracy and various sort of like primitive trade unions, like more like feudal guilds, really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and the players are all working for a sort of mysterious benefactor who they haven't met yet,
Mm-hmm.
who goes by the Kindly Man.
The kindly man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically had worked some odd jobs for him for a while until eventually he started putting them on more like potentially dangerous tasks. And let's
Mm-hmm.
see, they really don't know anything about the guy that they work for. Like, so they have a lot of discretion when it comes to what they do and how they do it. But they haven't really been asked to do anything like particularly evil or wicked yet. By the way, have
Mm-hmm.
you seen Demon Souls before? Or are you familiar with it at all?
Only the little bit that we've talked about it. I have pretty much not seen any of it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have my volume like all the way down, but here's the introductory cutscene.
Oh, and it gets a commercial, of course. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like the same sort of plot as Dark Souls 1 like really lifted very very heavily from this game. And even the
Mm-hmm.
plot is kind of similar, but instead of it being like an undead sort of plague that happened, it's like there's this king that like roused this ancient demon and then demons started coming to the lands and like taking people's souls. And that's kind of like what makes the Hollows, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, D&D.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a mission like where they were like, you know, essentially investigating some like strange disease, and they were tasked with like helping like sort of like a local witch find a cure, and then like acquiring like a sizable portion of that cure.
Mm-hmm.
And that took up many many sessions. And then right now they're on a different mission where they're going sort of up towards the wilds to a monastery which was built on the ruins of like essentially an ancient sort of shrine to like
Mm-hmm.
a pre modern or I guess contemporary pantheon deity of some sort of being that's lost to the ages, that's like presumably like weak and frail at this point, and they're trying to make it manifest essentially because it supposedly has this cloak that the guy wants. So the party's heading up there to deal with that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so for that, I kitted them with some like loner gear, essentially, like a variety of like useful magic items and like a handful of plus twos, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But it is pretty high. It is pretty high money. Like the missions that they're doing are extremely lucrative. Like the party is like making probably thousands of gold a pop, like each thing.
Oh, nice.
Just because like I want people to be able to like get nice gear because it's a high magic universe, so
Yeah.
inflation and all that. So that's just a sort of broad overview. Any sort of any questions so far?
Mm. I'm following.
So the party right now, it seems to be neutral to good in alignment.
Good.
They don't really go out of their way to fuck over anyone. They've helped a few people. There is a human fighter, a gnome bard, a dwarf wizard, a dwarf cleric, and a kitsune rogue is the composition.
Cool. So pretty much everything's up for grabs and open.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for stuff. Different classes
Brave soul
will
who
probably
fears
have
not death.
different interactions with people. Like being a
I
mage,
shall
for
guide
example,
you.
carries a lot of prestige because of the fact that mages essentially constitute like the greater government. So people can probably get away with more. Clerics, not
So
so
that you
much,
may
depending
lull
on where
the
in the
old
country
one
you are. Like
back
towards the
to
urban
slumber.
centers, it's fairly irreligious. But like more towards the untamed wilds, like people are closer to like, you know, sort of bizarre supernatural stuff, and also like, you know, haven't given up on their faiths and whatnot.
Cool. So I'm leaning pretty heavily towards Druid right now.
Druid is totally doable.
And kind of fits well with the intro, with where you're going.
Yeah, Druid would fit in nicely with the party and be totally viable.
What style you?
So that's like the sort of broad overview. Like, give me something specific to nail down, because there's a lot of shit's happened. Like, I could give you some details.
Let's see. So races seem to be kind of pretty well open. Very well.
Yeah. Now nobody's asked to like play a monstrous race or anything like that, but you know, barring like some initial, you know, barring my discretion, that could be doable.
Okay.
But yeah, so like like racism isn't so much of a thing. Like you can be pretty much whatever you want. There's still like
Gotcha.
stereotypes associated with certain peoples and whatnot. But like, you know, it's not like there was never like a system of chattel slavery with ad hoc rationalizations about racial superiority. So notions of racial supremacy don't really exist. Likewise, yeah, because a lot of that shit is just kind of boring. Like, I don't want to deal with like sexism, homophobia, that sort of shit in D&D.
Yeah, me either.
Like, there's plenty of that in real life. Like, I get it if people want to like explore those themes, but I'm not particularly interested. I'd rather just get to the storytelling. I'm not going for a Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah, easy there, Pharaoh. Let's see.
But there is like so like I'm doing sort of an improvisational style. Like I'm trying to write as little as possible, and I'm trying to do like a fair amount of procedural generation for things, which is fun. And also I am allowing players some creative freedom. Like, you know, if we're like in a part of the world that we haven't like fleshed out, and like your character is from there, you can feel free to describe some of the things that exist there. Like when they visited the capital city, like Zach was like, "Oh yeah, there's this bathhouse called so and so that we can go to." And it's like, yeah, sure
cool.
thing. So that's how we do that. We just parry the shit out of this guy.
Yeah. Eat it. Oh, there's that parry. Look at that parry. To the ground. Do parries recharge you in this one?
Recharge you? What do you mean?
Like, do you get more health for doing a parry?
You don't get any health. That's only Bloodborne, I think.
Yeah.
But it does give you invincibility frames if you're executing a parry.
Sweet. Okay, so I guess we've kind of got to introduce Babs into the different characters, classes, and such.
Introduce. Oh, okay. Has she not played Pathfinder yet?
No, she's never played D&D before.
Oh shit! You need to get that game going with your one buddy that I met.
Yeah, with Ben, that would be awesome.
Yeah. that honestly might be a better place for a new player. I'm of course willing to host anybody. It's just we have a lot of people, and I would be afraid of like, you know, people just talking over the new players. Most of the players are new, but at this point they've all played like at least, you know, about 10 sessions. So
Yeah.
so I leave it to your discretion.
We'll start out tabletop. Yeah.
Whatnot.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we do use Tabletop Sim. I mostly just put static pictures on it. Like, I don't really feel like making a lot of maps. If combat comes down to it, I'd probably just freehand something. Like, if it demands, like, a battlefield. But overall, I don't want to spend, you know, 3 hours, 4 hours a week making maps after work, because that sounds tedious on top of, like, coming up with plot hooks, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of the main reason why I haven't gotten around to actually doing mine either.
So Demon Souls does something very similar to Dark Souls 1, where it throws a boss at you that you're meant to die to.
You gonna kick his ass, Seabass?
No, he will kill me in one hit. What's going to happen is I'm going to fuck up one of my dodges at some point. And then I'm going to die.
No, you're not. You're gonna fuck him up.
That attack, this is big sweeping attack as soon as you dodge it. It's very easy to fuck that up because he holds it for so long.
Oh yeah, I see that.
If you beat him though, you get to go to like a cool place and like get some potential loot, like some upgrade items. And then you get killed anyway by something else.
Nice. Oh yeah, his mechanics are very similar to Stray Demon.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm bothering even block. I'm pretty sure he'll kill me through my block.
Yeah.
Got him.
Oh hell yeah! Got him. Had to do it to him.
You're ridiculous.
You a turd.
Yeah, just using magic like an asshole.
Oh yeah. That's how Babs and I are both playing through our Dark Souls 3 playthroughs right now.
Yeah. I'm only doing the magic because at the start it just makes it easier and quicker to like get to the sword that I want. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so this is fun. There's just all kinds of good loot here. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which way I need to go.
Okay, you can go play. Look at that biggin'.
So what kind of classes? So you're playing Druid.
I am kind of all about the wild shape mechanic right now. And I don't remember at what point it is in Druid's progression.
I'm honestly not super sure. Like, I'm still kind of new to Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Like, to be frank, I probably don't have much business DMing it. I've had to look up a lot of shit, but...
Oh, it's fun. I've DM'd like quite a lot with the Pathfinder. It's good. It's not as like immediately accessible as Vision.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like it makes everything from 3.5 kind of common sense. But look at this biggin'. And he
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Pathfinder has a lot of overhead at this point, like 3.5 did.
Yeah,
It's still a more streamlined system, though.
it is. It's way more streamlined. Like 5e does this really cool mechanic where like you have a swift action, you have a main action in a turn, and you no longer have to worry about calculating 11 billion attacks in a round.
How is that?
Yeah, like if you're a fighter, you can get an extra attack as your swift action.
Ah, okay.
This is the Nexus.
Swift kicking the
It holds
booty.
together the northern land
right.
of Boletaria.
And instead of
exit the Nexus,
like, they really simplify the whole notion of being flat-footed versus denied your dex bonus and all of that. And it's simplified down to an advantage system.
Oh,
to where-
yeah, okay. Isn't
where,
there
like-
a Star Wars game that does that?
Yes, yeah, there was, and I think that's where they folded in the 5e. Yeah, I think that's where they got it for 5e anyway.
Yeah, that seemed like a strong mechanic. It seemed really good.
Did you open up that lever over there? Yeah, I really like the advantage system. So rogues, for like any time that they have advantage, or any time that the other character is at disadvantage, then you can get your sneak attack. It's no longer limited to only move and then attack, and then you have to take a second feat to be able to move a second time. If you go straight through that door to your right, back towards you, right to your
I
right.
thought you were talking to me for a second. I'm like, what door? What are you talking about?
On the other side of that, right there, you can hit a lever that's right there, and it'll raise that grate. See that?
What's Christina thinking about
Grate
playing?
up the wall. Huh?
What's Christina thinking about playing?
I don't know. She's super duper keen on pyromancers in the Dark Souls.
So like maybe a sorcerer?
That's what I was thinking.
That's probably the closest thing, because like wizard, it's more versatile with a sorcerer, you know.
Yeah.
With your with your limited spells that you can have memorized, you know, you could just make them all fire spells.
Exactly.
Piece of cake.
Mm-hmm. Easy.
That would work pretty well. It would be nice also if the party had a really solid damage dealer that wasn't just the big ass fighter.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what it is right now. It's like really, the fighter does like all the damage. Everybody else just does chip damage.
Yeah. Well, I can do a good bit of cool stuff with a druid, I reckon, on some damage.
Yeah, turn into some grizzly bear or something at level whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh, grizzly bear. I'm also
Sorry, go on.
super keen on the summon nature's ally spells.
Okay, summoning is good. It's very abusable, but good.
Yeah, super usable. So you can get a whole hell of a lot of damage that way, but
Yeah.
kind of leaning towards more of like an insect swarm bent.
I know in 3.5 there was stuff like that, like where you could summon like plagues and bats and whatnot.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much anything in the monster manual that you've seen before, do.
Man, I remember the first time I played this, I thought I could jump down there because it had special colors and stuff like that. No, you just fucking die.
Mm-hmm. You died. Look at all those sparkles. Look at all those chickens.
Yeah, I still don't really understand the story of this game, but I like it a lot. There's just something magical about it. Because it's like so unexplored relative to the other Dark Souls games with regards to like communities and lore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like it harkens back to that time before like everything that could be documented on the internet was documented, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like WoW circa 2004.
Yeah.
I guess, what kind of stuff does Christina want to be able to do in D&D? Like, what does she want her character to be good at? Would be a good question. Like, fire, like hitting shit with fire, like, what else? Like, interested in, like, talking and, like, playing intrigue games, or just straight up murdering everybody?
I don't think she'd be super keen on just like the whole murder hobo D&D style.
Yeah. I don't think anybody else particularly is either in the group.
Oh, yeah,
so
we
that's
don't.
good.
That's good.
Yeah, we all did that shit when we were like 17. We got it out of
we
our
all went
system.
through that. That way. Yes. I'll be. Yeah. All right. You want to talk to him quick because there's about to be a whole mess of skellies coming up behind you. No, it ain't your first rodeo.
Wait, where's she at in Dark Souls 3?
She's at Wolnir on the bridge.
Yeah.
If you go down, okay, you have fun. I'm not gonna do your thing, boo.
Yeah, Wolnir was a fun fight.
I enjoyed that one. It's pretty easy, but like it doesn't feel like it's easy the first time you do it until
No,
it's
certainly
over, and
not.
then you're like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, I took you off speakerphone so that we could talk about that one. Cause Babs likes to do everything completely blind.
That's the best way to do it.
Absolutely, like no summons,
No summons.
no summons.
I almost forgot about the fucking rolling boulder. They copied so much of this shit over from Demon Souls into Dark Souls 1. Like Dark Souls
Oh, I
1
believe
really
that.
is essentially just a Demon Souls remake in so many ways. Which is fine. I mean, it definitely fixed and improved many things that kind of sucked about Demon Souls. Like the Estus system is much better than the grass system, which is basically the life gems from Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, it kind of looked like DS3 was a good deal of a blend of Demon Souls as well.
Yeah, DS3, what you had Estus, but did you have other healing items too, or am I crazy? I think that was 2 that had Estus plus healing items, but the Estus was...
Yeah, 2 was the Estus plus heal. Yeah, Christina just immediately said 2 was dumb.
2 was what, sorry?
Christina just said 2 was dumb.
It's weird. It doesn't feel like a Dark Souls game.
No, it does.
I don't think it's bad by any means. It's different, but it is
Yeah.
definitely the black sheep of the Dark Souls franchise.
Oh yeah.
The Soulsborne series.
The Soulsborne.
Alright,
And we got a new one coming out on Tuesday. Or on Thursday.
yeah, but it's only single player. I don't really count it among the Soulsborns. It
Oh,
doesn't
really?
have that wild multiplayer, yeah. That's what I read anyways, that the developer said or the lead guy, I guess, wanted it to be single player. It looks sweet either way. Like, it looks like a really cool
yeah.
game. I'm probably going to get it.
Oh, totally. Is it going to be on all the platforms, or is it PS4 exclusive again?
God, I hope it's not PS4 exclusive. That would suck. I feel like they wouldn't do that. Like, there's just so much more money to be made
Mm-hmm.
by making it cross-platform. Honestly, I would be thrilled if they made a Demon Souls remake like they did with Dark Souls 1, but actually like updated the engine, you know?
Oh yeah, if they did that for Switch, that would be amazing.
It makes so much money. Like, I don't know why they don't. Like,
It probably will.
I understand like wanting to like move on to new things, but like it's just such an easy win, you know?
Yep.
I mean, you know, it's still like a game that you have to develop, and there's all that sort of consideration. Like, there's a ton of complexity there. I'm being hyperbolic, but still, like, so much of it's already done because you've made it before.
I think they do eventually, but you got to find it in a specific area, which may or may not be down the ladder. Which one do you want? Do you want the orange? You want both? All right, we're eating both cakes then, I guess. We went cake testing Saturday.
Oh yeah, how was it?
Oh, it was delicious. The food tasting and the cake tasting has been the best part of it.
That does sound pretty nice.
Oh yeah. Sorry, buddy, I accidentally kicked you. You little fox.
Yeah, I'm still like always hungry, but losing weight. Just
Oh, that's the
eating all the
best.
time and losing weight.
That recomp like it's your job. It's the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, I was meant to do squats today, but I wanted to work from home and I wanted to lift over lunch, and I was like, I don't want to be like 90 minutes of lifting and then have to like work till 6. So I just did accessories. Do my squats tomorrow. This shit right here is pretty funny. So this guy is kind of like the Siegmeyer of it,
That
I
was
guess.
a bold jump.
Hmm.
A surprise indeed. Well, now
Like,
that you
not
are
in
here,
personality.
pray thee, fend off these dreglings.
But like in that he needs you to help him, you know, fend off these dreglings.
That was a bold jump. Well,
However, we can be clever. Just
what on earth are you doing?
and now we get to just pull out our popcorn and enjoy the show. So this guy is the son of King Allant, who is like the guy who like accidentally ushered, or maybe intentionally, I don't know, which like ushered in like the demon plague.
Look at all that.
But yeah, so D&D. Well, I'm trying to think what else there would be to like fill in on. Like, how exactly do you want to be introduced into the party? I guess that could be a thing to talk about. Because the party have all like sort of worked a couple of jobs together at this point. So what would be the framework, I guess, or the plot device that would bring in a new guy, you know, or 2 new people?
Well, you're already going up to this druid place, ain't you?
It's
Or
not a druid place,
like
but it's
nature temple?
it's in the north of the country, which is like more wilds and stuff like
My
that.
thanks for your
so it wouldn't be
bravery.
like where druids would
I am
be more
Ostrava of
prevalent.
Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Oh, I gotta figure out a way to mute the Twitch.
There's a mute button in the bottom left.
Let's see. I'm on my phone.
The nice thing about doing that little jump trick that I did too is that now Ostrava can be my meat shield.
Oh, those parries.
This guy's mean though. This guy too. This guy can actually kill Ostrava if we're not careful. And he can kill me too. Now that I mention it. Oof.
Is there a way to turn off the voice chat in the Twitch streaming?
No, all the audio goes through one channel, unfortunately. That's why I was trying to set up the virtual audio cables, because I was going to have it like split my audio internally and only feed the channel with the game volume in. But everything was just, everything just started doing this kind of echo like this. It was very annoying, and I didn't want to deal with it. I could still understand you, but it was just really irritating, and the stream audio would have sounded like shit too.
Yeah. And that's what I got going right now.
Joys of cheesing with magic.
Cheese. So I need to figure out a decent intro for the druid.
So the party is going to this monastery. I'll tell you a little bit about it that hasn't been revealed to the party yet, I guess. Well, I guess they know the god is, I think it's called Serenre. It's like, I think it's a neutral good deity of like
Oh, yeah, I know this
patience and stuff like that. And the monastery is essentially, they keep bees and they manufacture meat. So the beekeeping could fit into your druid thing, because you had mentioned the idea of insects. You could have like a bee affinity.
That's perfect.
That
is absolutely perfect.
There's like a town a couple of days, like maybe 2 or 3 days away, travel. I can't remember its name. All the names I generated are like Asian sounding. Like this place, I think it's either Korean or Chinese sounding. I don't really know enough to know the difference, so I can't pronounce the name. But it's sort of like an outpost, like the sort of, last bastion of civilization before the wilds. So it's kind of like a big town that like sees a lot of strangers come through and whatnot.
Okay.
And there's a magistrate that essentially has like a lot of executive power there, who is a dragonborn, and he's like, I would probably peg him as lawful evil. Like like he's a supplicant of like one of the demon princes, and like he's just sort of got his fingers in every pot in town, more or less. And he doesn't get on well with the monastery people, but like they make honey that they float down the river, and that gets sold and they make mead, which like gets sold in the town, so like it's lucrative. And so he doesn't really fuck with the monastery. And there's also the other reason he doesn't fuck with the monastery, I decided, was there was a NPC, like a sort of big deal NPC that I wanted to have, which was like, I haven't decided on the guy's name yet, but it's essentially like a guy who was like more or less like a singer, like a really, really good singer, who was essentially elevated by this deity or something. I haven't thought out the exact details yet. Like something happens, he gets like, he starts practicing this religion, and he takes a vow of silence. And he's just this, and he like sort of goes from being this singer to becoming this sort of like badass fighter / like champion of this deity. So that's the other reason the Dragonkin guy doesn't go there, because he'd be afraid he'd get fucked up by this dude.
Oh, he should also still be a musician. But
well, the thing is, though, he was a singer, and he took a vow of silence. He gave up his most precious asset.
See, yeah, all right, I'm with you there.
Yeah, there was an idea that Alistair has used in several of his campaigns that I really liked, which I'm not going that far, but it's like you can't play as a cleric, because each deity only actually has one cleric. And the cleric, is like a figure of like extraordinary power. It's basically like Christianity's like God and Jesus. Basically, Jesus is Yahweh's cleric.
Nice.
Like, yes, like clerics are like messianic figures. I'm still allowing clerics to be played, but I do like the idea of like deities having like sort of mortal avatars almost, or like mortal executors of their divine will or what have you. So that's what that dude is. I was planning on coming up with his stuff this afternoon, but since people were bailing, I decided to get this set up.
Run and get that. I think it's still there. Did you already get the book? Oh yeah, you already got it. Cool. Christina just beat Volnir. She figured out the bracelet thing.
Nice.
And then she just started using Great Combustion and fucking them up royally. Yeah. I am very much into this idea.
So if you were a druid and you're meeting them up in that area, you could be like affiliated with the monastery, like perhaps not a essentially like a parishioner of the faith or what have you, but like friendly to them.
Yeah.
Now as for like a prior sorcerer, that one's a little bit trickier.
Yeah.
Now I haven't really like established like any sort of like magical sort of hierarchy, I guess, like other than to say like, you know, like mages essentially rule everything. So I haven't determined yet the orientation of the mages towards sorcerers, whether they're okay with it or whether they're like, no, sorcerers are bad because they get all their powers for free. They don't have to be nerds like us. I'm cool with dealing with either one, but I would be willing to accept player input from Christina on that one.
Yeah.
If she wants to be a magically marginalized character.
Wait. Yeah. I don't know if she's gonna end up doing it. With that, since it's not like, since it is a little bit bigger of a party, she might want to hold off for like maybe a session and kind of get the feel for it as I'm playing, and then she can jump in after.
Okay. The other thing I was going to mention is, like, you know, I decided that, like, I don't need 100% player participation since it is, like, an online game. So if, like, one person can't make it, I'm not that worried about it. It's just that this week, for sure, 2 people weren't going to make it, and a third was going to be late.
So,
Also, do you recognize this? This is just like the fucking Hellkite Bridge.
yep.
It's literally the exact same thing.
It's pretty much the same model. Oh yeah, that's the bridge.
Now we pull the lever of opening the boss door.
See what you're doing. I would put it into other intelligence favorite attunement. Yeah. Those give you more damage. And then attunement gives you more blue juice.
Oh yeah, this Dark Souls 3 has the mana system like Demon Souls did.
Mm-hmm.
Which honestly I kind of like over the spell charges system.
Yeah. It's growing on me, honestly. We wanted to play something completely different than what we
What's that, sorry?
is that I usually play big sword, womp and stick,
Yeah.
just crushing things, and like, but I also play kind of a faster character, so I do a lot of parrying and all that. So now this time I'm doing Dark Pyromancer.
Nice. I think I can't remember. I was streaming a playthrough like about a year and a half ago, which I never did finish. I need to go back to it. And I think that character was something like that. I think it was a pyromancy character with some dark. And I was using the great axe.
Yeah, that one's a ton of fun.
Yeah. It's like, it's not an S tier weapon. It's probably not even an A or B tier weapon, but it's also not bad and it's fun. Also, you recognize these bastards?
Yeah, they're the exact hollows that you found in the dungeon. Oh, and those guys too?
Yeah, remember, these guys were in the
the Phalanx.
The Painted World, yep.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, those dudes are in the Painted World. Oh, speaking of, did you do the DS3 DLC yet?
Which one? I never finished Ringed City, I don't think.
I didn't either.
That shit was
Oh, man.
hard as fuck.
Seriously. Fudge.
Honestly, I don't think I finished the Dark Souls 2 DLC either. Like, I need to go back through it one day and, like, actually finish those. I know, in Ring City, I think I got stuck on, that demon boss, like, where you jump down the pit. The big fire demon bastard. He's nasty.
Yeah, that guy was a jerk.
Alright, it is boss time.
Both time.
From goth to boss.
Big titty golf GF.
I saw somebody whose like Facebook profile picture was like "Be your own goth GF."
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
It's great.
Alright, so this is the boss. Now we just put turpentine on our weapon like you would.
As one does. It's just balance.
It just works.
Look at that. Kind of looks easy mode.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten hit yet. Of course, now that I say that, I probably will. Yep, there we go. The demon was destroyed.
Yeah, it does every time.
So, now I'm back in human form. Now, there's an interesting mechanic in this game called World Tendency. Are you familiar at all with it?
No. You just gotta wait for the bridge to settle, and then you can press X on it, and you can descend. I know, you gotta be patient.
So, World Tendency was like, it was, I guess since I'm in offline mode it won't matter, but like, it was sort of an aggregation of world tendencies across like all users like online. And there's like neutral world tendency, which you see Boletarian Palace, how there's that sort of gray symbol next to it.
Yeah.
That's neutral. Now if whenever you kill a boss, it raises it towards white world tendency. So if I kill one more boss here, it'll probably start glowing, and then that will unlock parts of the level that you couldn't previously get to. Like there's this gate down here that I can't go into. It'll open up either during white or black world tendency. And also black and white world tendencies, in addition to like opening up the same sorts of levels, will also there will be like different NPCs. Like it might be like a human version of an NPC in one and like a dark spirit version in another. And the way to get black world tendency is while you're in human form, that is after you've killed a boss or later on in the game after you've eaten like a Nexus Stone or whatever they're called, you die in that world.
The monumental awaits the above.
So I'm interested in trying to get white world tendency and like doing all that stuff, and then maybe doing black world tendency. But I'm in human form now, and if I die in the world, it sets it towards black. So what I want to do is I want to commit suicide in the Nexus so that the world that I'm in doesn't shift tendency. So first things first, though, we have about 6k souls. We are going to... I have to talk to the Monumental before I can level up, that's right.
The Monumental.
The Nexus is cool. It reminds me most of like Firelink in Dark Souls 3. But,
yeah, it does look like that.
But it's like more ominous, I feel like. It just feels, I don't know, it doesn't feel as safe as the other hubs. You can go so high up in it, it's crazy.
Oh shit, it does look like a lot like Dark Souls 3.
I'm gonna turn up my game volume a little bit. Actually, no, you're not listening to the audio anyway. Subtitles are on.
We have long awaited you,
Here's the
Slayer
Monumental.
of Demons. I am one of the Monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is something thou needest to know. Once, we too, a scourge of demons faced. In the distant past,
Okay.
under a benevolent rule, the world was united, owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to his slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls and half the world lost.
That's what it is, yeah, like the fog like
Erased
engulfed
by
the
the
world,
fog.
kind of like the undead plague shit.
In order to
Yeah.
mend the fabric of what land still remained,
And this is very Dark Souls 3.
we entrusted
the six elders with the six archstones.
Precious archstones.
Mm-hmm.
One to the king of a small yet diligent land. One to the king
I want
of the burrowers
to
underground.
get that one for my character.
One to the wise queen of the
No.
great ivory tower. One to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls. One to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen. And the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed at nodes across the earth. We contained the old one inside this nexus and banned the soul
Got the
arts.
base.
Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality.
Kind of harken back to old school
Other monumentals
Final
of power.
Fantasy RPGs with this one right here.
Only I.
Oh yeah, I can see that. So this is the last monumental.
The last monumental.
Yep.
Now it is your turn. If not, the deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to accept this mission?
Yeah, let's accept it.
Yes. We are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The old one, without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
Alright, yeah, and these are all the corpses of the other dead monumentals just hanging out here.
He's chilling with them.
Now, there used to be an even higher section in the Nexus that you can go to. Let me see if I can actually see it from here. There's like these windows up there that sort of look down. And you could go up into that area, and what it was like the leaderboards, kind of like, you know, highest level character, blah blah blah, that sort of shit. But since I'm in offline mode, there's just an empty wall that just stops up there that you can't go through.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine now on PlayStation 3, it's always empty for everybody because they shut the servers down a year ago.
Sucks.
Sad day.
Sad day. Rest in peace, the dream.
Rip.
The dream.
Alright. Now I can level up, and then I'm going to commit seppuku. Also, you can fall a lot further in this game without getting hurt than you could in Dark Souls. It's crazy how far you can jump.
Yeah, I saw you jump a little bit ago.
Brave soul,
Took a sliver
who
of damage.
fears not death.
Yep.
Prithee, lull the old one back to its ancient slumber.
Look at all those cool shifting rooms. Oh, let me guess, that dude in the chainmail, he's probably a little bit crestfallen, isn't he?
What is it? Dost thou seek soul power? So be it. After all, thou requirest strength. Go forth, touch the demon inside me. Let these ownerless souls become thine own. Soul of the
Alright,
mind,
let's just go all
keep life's
vitality.
ether. Soul of the lost,
What
withdrawn
do we
from
need
its
to get
vessel.
to 793?
Art thou done? Main
Let's see if we have a soul item we can pop to get one more level. Boom.
soul of the mind, keep out thou
Let's
main
see, is
va-
this guy crestfallen?
Have you met the last surviving monumental? Those fools revived the old one on a whim. And now
I'm
they
on like a
track the
6-second
citizens
lag
in the
because you're
Nexus
streaming, but
in a desperate attempt to undo their mistake. It's all a travesty if you ask me.
now I'm seeing it.
This guy seems pretty crestfallen. I think you're right.
Still alive? I am impressed. This is something that might interest you. The black-robed maiden of the Nexus looks after the flames. She's a morose type, with eyes occluded by wax. She can control souls like no other. Bring her the souls of men and demons, and she, but beware. Do not devolve into a foul beast.
Alright. Time to commit Sudoku.
Oh man, that Sudoku.
And I think I'll just leave. It's 114 souls. I think I'll just leave it. I'm not too worried about it. Plus, where I'm going, I'm probably going to die a few times. I'm going to get... So I want to get this weapon called the Blue Blood Sword, but to do it, I have to beat the entirety of the 5th world. I just did the first segment of the first world. Each world has 3 segments. And in order to do that, I want a weapon from the 4th world. So I'm going to have to go to the 4th world and just eat shit for a bit until I get this weapon, and then I can probably just go to the boss. The Shrine of Storms. The island shrine of the Shadow Men, who worship storms and mourn the dead. Here the storm beasts fly above, and the souls of the dead inhabit empty skeletons that move about freely. And these skeletons aren't ordinary skeletons. They're like robot skeletons, is the only way I can think to describe them. They're terrifying, and you do like no damage to them with your base weapon.
And all the other guys.
But you can parry them, and since I'm using one shot. They also roll like the skeleton wheels. It really sucks.
Oh, those suck. No? Oh, I can have the rest. All the
Look at this asshole.
icing straps. Oh, jeez. He looks like a dick wraith. He does look like a dick wraith.
Yeah, I'm gonna die to that bleeding damage. Yeah, I'm trying to parry. The other strategy would just be to cheese them with magic. But it's kind of hard to cheese them with magic because they like roll at you so fast.
Yeah.
The first guy nailed him pretty easily. That guy though just had some trouble. Magic does do pretty good damage. I'll go ahead and heal here. I've got like 30 half moon grass. Get that grass. Drink that milk, cuz.
You need some milk.
Yeah, weird looking skeletons. One of them like shoots magic arrows at you.
You don't look like Dick Wraith, yeah.
Did you say something about the power of Grayskull?
Actually, he looks like Dick Wraith.
Yeah, they do kind of look like the Dark Rays, you're right. They're almost as mean, too.
Yeah.
This magic cheese strategy appears to be working now. More reliable than fucking up parries. Are you playing the guitar?
I'm playing the bass.
Picking out some bass.
Yeah, I'm playing too many puppies because it annoys my dog.
What is too many puppies? What is too many puppies? That sounds like a Primus song.
It is a Primus song.
I probably had that in the back of my mind somewhere, but I seriously did not know that it was actually a Primus song. I probably encountered it like 10 years ago and just it's sitting in the back of the memory banks.
Oh, so many puppies.
Alright, look at this fucking weeb down here. He's just using 2 katanas. He's gonna do the Naruto run at me. And we just say, get the fuck out of here, and we get this weapon that we want. So we have the Crescent Falchion +1. So in the spirit of like, remember how in Dark Souls 1 there were like a million more upgrade paths than there were in like other games, like all the different upgrade items?
Oh yeah.
Demon Souls is the same way. Crescent is one of the 2 types of weapons that gives magic damage.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like magic enchant. Do what you gotta do, boo.
But the Crescent Falchion, I can actually kill these skeleton
It gives
bastards.
you assault. Yeah, it gives you a stray demon soul.
Ooh, Stray Demon Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Did she knock that guy's legs off? Is it that guy, or?
It's which it's the one in yeah, whenever you knock the bridge down, you go all the way down to the bottom before you get to the smoldering lake.
Oh, okay, yeah. That asshole, yeah. One time I got the Mimic to kill it. Like, if the Mimic doesn't get aced by the fire attack, like, if it gets down in there with it, the Mimic will fuck the demon up. But
Shit.
If it's just
I've
up
never
there,
done
though,
that.
yeah. But if the Mimic doesn't get down into the pit with it, like it's still up there fighting you and it gets hit with the fire breath, it's just fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was very surprised that the Mimic was able to beat the gigantic demon in like a fist fight.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Babs that. So there's a treasure chest in that room, down there with the demon.
It's up above, like overlooking it.
It's on that ledge. You can aggro the mimic and then get the mimic to come down to the same area as the demon. They'll fight each other and the mimic will fuck up the demon.
I've only ever successfully done it once.
I've done something similar with the ballista and the lightning. See that guy? Yeah. There you go. Now run away. Now they're gonna fight. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, is it happening?
Oh. You killed the mimic already.
Yeah.
Run over and get that item the mimic dropped.
Scary! Give Sparky me! Give Twinkly
Oh, it's a new
me.
katana. Cool. Hey! Bumper on.
Yep. Yep, they exist in this game too.
Silky smooth.
Yep, and they have the same sort of irritating voice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think.
Did you ever find them in PS3?
Yeah, on top of the shrine or whatever. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I forgot. In this game, you can actually hurdle up things. Like, it just does it automatically. It's very jarring. Like, it doesn't feel like Dark Souls. Because there was no way to, like, jump up things. There's a shortcut I can take here. If I do it right. Don't want to go through the rest of this level because there's some nasty shit I gotta deal with, which I'm not quite leveled enough to do. I think that this is the place. Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna be running around in circles here for like 5 minutes trying to skip this. This Isn't this some thrilling, fun, and interactive gameplay?
Is it really? Gives me conniptions. He dead though.
Conniptions.
Oops.
Do it exactly. Like go out this way. I'm just gonna try this a few more times, and if I don't get it, I'm just going to see. Fuck it. Okay, I got it.
There's a bunch of large Titanite. The one behind you is a large Titanite shard in the corner left.
Oh no, I didn't get it. I went too far. Just like the Linkin Park song.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
I do enjoy the fact that Linkin Park has been thoroughly relegated to like meme band status.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. There we go. Damn, twice in a row now.
Yeah, buddy.
So those skeleton guys that we saw earlier, there's a bunch of them that are gold, and they have like big two-handed cleavers, and I really didn't feel like fighting them. So that allows me to skip them. Also, we get the annoyance of the Titanite shard thingies, which like certain weapon artifacts won't hit very well. True. And that's like, there's dark stone, there's clear stone, there's hard stone, there's sharp stone, there's like heavy stone. There's like 20 different upgrade materials in this game. I just named like 4, but there's a lot more that I can't even remember. And we're actually about to go and fight the worst boss in the entire Soulsborne series.
The worst boss.
And I don't mean that as in like it's the hardest or whatever. I just mean it's literally like the worst designed boss.
Oh, you mean like the bed?
You know what? Now that I think about it, I think the bed might be worse than this.
Yeah.
Because the bed's not even like a proper fight.
It's not.
First we gotta get by this vehicle here.
Yeah.
And this is the Adjudicator. Here we go. The Adjudicator is really good at attacking where you were standing 10 seconds ago. I think H-Bomber guy used that exact line, actually, in his Dark Souls 2 video. And you just hit him in his side wound until he topples over, and then you hit him in the head. The real boss isn't him, it's actually this room, because sometimes you can get like caught on shit in the room.
Yeah.
Especially since he takes up so much of it, like this. Actually could have hurt. Yeah, his head is like a songbird. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
The golden snitch.
I want to get him out of there, because I can't really maneuver around him very much. I don't want him to be doing that tongue attack.
Would you like to know a secret? Okay, I'm letting you die.
I don't understand the bird. Is this like a bird brain joke? I really don't get it. Also, his armor, I feel like, heavily inspires Smo's armor. Just like
Definitely.
golden fat armor.
With a really tiny head.
Alright, and that's the worst boss, one of the worst bosses in the Soulsborne series. Not as bad as Bed of Chaos. Because Bed of Chaos, in addition to being poor design, is also a fucking nightmare to play against.
Yeah, it is. I exclusively cheese bed.
Yeah, it's cancer, man. Like, it's not even a fight. Like, you just...
Hit the thing, run around. Hit the thing, fall into the hole. Miss your jump, fall into the hole 12 times.
Yep. Let's not mess with that guy right now. Let's go back to the Nexus. I'm gonna level up some more. Oh, and Patches is in this game too. Was Patches in Bloodborne? He was, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a spider.
Yeah, Patches is the only character to be in all of the Souls games, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there were any snuggly crows.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
Alright, let me see what this sword requires, because I think I'm good on my blue blood thing. Or on my endurance or whatever. I need to see what I need for the blue blood sword. Okay, I need 18 faith, 30 magic, and 18 dexterity.
Blue bloods. Oh, I think that's probably my favorite Covenant in the Dark Souls series.
Which one?
Art thou done?
Boys in Blue.
Thine strength
Yeah, it's a
help
fun,
the
like,
world
counter
be
PvP
mended.
thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we have the sword that I want. We've got more magical power. So, I have to beat all of the Valley of Defilement now. Well, first I should kill myself again. In order to get the blue blood sword. And that's going to be a little bit tricky. Because, you're going to find out why. Very, very, very soon.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this reveal, actually.
Stay there, guitar. You gotta walk that dog.
So that's what, 3 deaths, 1 at enemies, and 2 by my own hand?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Seems legit.
Gotta be.
I
Yeah,
remember.
so what I can do is I can look up in Pathfinder's manuals and stuff and see if there's any like insect affinity druid things
Yeah.
or
And
anything
if you have to dig into supplementary materials, that's fine. Just consult me first. Because I'll
Oh,
want
yeah,
to take a
yeah,
gander
of
at it
course.
to make sure it's not like stupid OP. Which I
Yeah.
doubt it would be. But...
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't do that to
that's
you.
a cool idea though, and fairly novel. I feel like not a lot of characters, not a lot of people make characters like that.
Yeah. I've played the most overpowered characters in all of D&D. I've made the most overpowered characters. I don't want to do overpowered anymore. It's been fun. I need something with flavor.
Alright.
Like my last one, I did a. What was he? He was a Pact of the Blade Warlock.
Uh-huh.
Except his weapon for his blade pact was a couple of whips, like dual whips that came out of his arm, appeared like tentacles because he was a old one pact. And
That sounds fun.
it was tons of fun. Just trip attacks left and right.
Recognize this place?
Let me. I had to put the on pause because walking doggo. Yep, sure do.
Yep. Welcome to Blight Town. And the fun thing about this place is there's no way to go back to the Nexus from here, like once I've started on it. So the only way is to die, which I probably will do. And I do not have any of this shit memorized like I do Blighttown. I'm just gonna climb back up there. These guys climb ladders? I can't remember. Maybe it's not. And the frame rate, of course, drops in here too. But honestly, this is about how it plays on PS3. I'm pretty satisfied with the performance of my emulator. Probably could have stood to have gone to a location that has items that recover my mana, though. It's mana consumables. Oh well.
You hear me? Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, there you go. Sorry. I lost you now.
Oh, I was just musing to myself about Blighttown and how I maybe should have gone to get mana consumables before I came here.
I got you.
Yeah, and also I was talking about the frame rate dips. 'Cause this is about how it performs on PS3, so I'm like very happy with the emulator. It's working quite well.
Mm-hmm.
PS3 emulation is tricky, it's hard.
Yeah, it really is. Pretty much any emulation is tricky.
Yeah. God, I remember like 10 years ago, like N64 emulation, like it made my computer grind to a halt.
Oh yeah.
But now I'm doing PS3 emulation and it's working okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just anytime you're using software to simulate hardware, it's very challenging. Honestly, I'm a tech person. I don't even know anything about that. It's like a whole other domain, you know? It's interesting how much shit there is out there. It never ceases to blow my mind. Oh boy.
I'm trying to think if they don't have any type of druid that has that insect affinity type of thing of other monster races that would.
There's gotta be something like it. Pathfinder has like rules for everything. Pathfinder has like gunslingers in their base classes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gunslinger's a fun class in that game.
Yeah, I never played one.
Oh, they're a ton of fun.
The wildest thing I ever played was a Magus, I think, with a black blade affinity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like a sentient magic weapon.
Oh, that's really cool.
I feel like I don't want to jump down there.
Probably not.
It's like that song from the Rocky movies. There's no easy way out.
No.
Which is on my shitty 80s music lifting playlist called Lift to Win.
Oh.
It started as an irony playlist, but like, God, what was that one? It's not, we all need a winner. That one? I used that one on my deadlift PR the other day, and I was like, damn man, I'm getting pumped with this like stupid, shitty, like, Rocky soundtrack bullshit.
That's awesome.
Okay, if I recall correctly, there's a giant dude. Oh, and also guys hiding in the hay. Just having a roll in the hay.
Hey.
God, Blighttown sucks so much.
Yeah. Good job, bud. You're the best little poop monster. Hey. Hey, it's enough of kicking.
Just hanging out with Zaphod.
Yeah, doing a good poop walk.
Nice. Where is the giant one of these
This way, buddy.
The Saints robes.
So
Oh,
on my DS3 playthrough that I'm doing, I went all the way down to Smoldering Lake so I can get that Izalith catalyst.
oh yeah.
Since that would boost your dark sorcery and skills with both faith and intelligence.
Marrowstone. Sorry, go on.
That's a good one. So
Won't you buy something? My poor child is
I'll
hungry.
probably start transitioning over into the sorcery pretty soon.
He doesn't sell anything down there.
Curses, I wasted my breath on you. Did that witch send you to torment?
Yeah, I like the spell unlock mechanic in Dark Souls 3 with like the tomes that you find and having to like give them to your NPCs.
Yeah, and giving them a specific one.
Yeah, I thought that one was really cool. Well done.
Now you can give the dark ones to the cleric trainer, but
Oh yeah, but like yeah, she like dies, doesn't she?
yeah, she goes crazy.
Here we
So
go.
I've not been doing that.
Yeah. The dark pyromancy tomes I know you can give to the witch.
Yep, the dark pyromancy ones and the dark miracle ones as well. She does pretty much everything with the dark.
Jesus, just dodge like a champ there. These big guys are so terrifying, honestly. Are you watching anything right now, or are you just walking?
I was walking. I hope you're
So you're missing out on the joy of Demon Souls' version of Blighttown. It's thrilling.
really.
No, it's fucking awful. Blighttown is the worst thing that anybody ever made, ever. I honestly can't believe that they brought it back in so many different iterations. It boggles the mind.
Did they have an iteration in 3?
And, you know, we need a place that's like dark, that makes the frame rate drop, and like there's all this like impassable terrain. That seems like a good design for it. Are you still thinking about boar hunting for your bachelor party?
Definitely.
No fucking way, dude.
And then it's a definite.
Oh, it just sounds so fucking dangerous.
We've already found those spears.
What's that?
So they even my brother even found a place that'll let you go with spears as well.
Are we going to have hunting dogs?
Probably not.
Why are we doing this? Jesus Christ.
Life insurance money.
This is part of a life insurance scam where I die and somebody collects my life insurance. It's the best scam ever. They'll never
We'll
know.
Never see it coming. We'll never know. It's gonna be black.
Oh man, my mana's almost depleted. I only have a ring that makes it recover slowly. Not good. I need to take.
Oh, did you ever fuck around with that infusion?
With what?
In Dark Souls 3, did you ever fuck around with that infusion at all?
Which
One
one?
that makes your mana recover slowly.
No. What was that one called?
I think it's as simple.
No, the wildest build I did was a luck build, I think.
Yeah, you were telling me about your luck build.
Yeah, that one was really fun, because I was using Henri Straight Sword, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had a Cestus, or however you pronounce that.
Yeah. Oh, I pronounce it.
And then I had, oh no, I also had the curved twin blades, because I could apply like the bleed resin to them, and luck improved the proc chance of bleed, or like the build up.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was. I feel like I'm actually at the boss already. There's like a shortcut door I need to unlock somewhere.
I think that might be the next route that I go on this one.
What, a bleed build or a luck build?
Yeah. And I want to do one with, instead of doing that, I want to use the spiked whips.
Yeah, I don't remember how those were in that game, actually.
I don't either.
I think there was a build you could do in Dark Souls 2 with them, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I did that one. I have power stance whips.
Yeah, power stancing. That's one thing that I missed. Power stancing was such a cool mechanic.
Oh yeah, it was. I don't remember if you could power stance catalysts or not.
I don't think you could.
I don't think you could either.
Just go for the boss. I feel like I want to go down there and unlock that shortcut. Even though it's a small shortcut, it's still a shortcut.
I want to go kill Wolmir.
Are you guys doing your playthroughs together, or are you just doing them individually?
Individually. I wish we had two PS4s for that. That'd be a blast. But
No, I meant like, oh yeah, I guess you can't. Yeah, if you're using PS4, you can't really co-op it, can you?
yeah, I mean we can, but we would need that second PS4.
Yeah. How do you like that console? I've got the Xbox One or whatever it is.
I like it a lot. The PS4 exclusives that we have, like they're top tier.
Cool.
Like Bloodborne, Persona 5, Last of Us, even Uncharted. That was a fun one.
Yeah, I mostly just use my Xbox as like a dedicated YouTube machine.
Yep.
Unlock that shortcut.
Now, if you really want a good console, I would highly recommend the Switch.
I've heard really good things about that, actually. Yeah. Which I was a little bit surprised because Nintendo, like, they kind of, you know, messed it up a little bit. Their last couple of consoles, like the Wii was very experimental. And the game, I mean, they were good. Like the GameCube and the Wii both had like good, solid shit going for them. But, yeah.
Yeah. Or the Wii U was completely forgettable.
Oh yeah, I had actually forgotten about that.
Exactly. So did everybody. And then the CEO of Nintendo was like, rather than cut our employees' salaries,
remember
I'm
that.
just going to take a huge pay cut.
That was like a baller move, yeah.
It was a baller move. He was like, good on you, my dude.
Yeah, that's actual leadership. Very rarely seen in the business world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean you're not supposed to be like Foxconn?
Yeah, what you don't eat until all your troops have eaten. That sort of mentality.
Mm-hmm. Nah, man, we gotta. That's what the liberals want you to believe.
Some liberal hippie bullshit.
That's right. We gotta take everybody's health care away from it because
Jesus.
you don't need health care to be a worker.
Man, I'm so glad that Medicare for All is finally like a topic of discussion in this country. Like Jesus.
Right. About freaking time.
Yeah, no fucking kidding. Like, god damn. I think this is taking me toward Ring of Magical Dullness. Huh. I believe this might be taking me towards the shortcut that I want. Maybe not.
Mm-hmm. There's like every single like actual viable candidate this year is all jumping on Bernie's plan for Medicare for all.
Yep, it's a good plan Bernard has there.
Yeah. It's almost like he's been having the good plans for 30 years.
Yeah, God, I can't wait to relitigate 2016 though in the coming year. It's going to be so much fun.
I have been
about how Hillary Clinton losing was all Bernie Sanders' fault. It's going to be such a dope thing to rehash for the millionth time.
Oh yeah, it's been a ton of fun, and every time that starts coming, my immediate reaction is, hey, let's not do that.
Hey, let's not do that.
Let's not do that. Let's just talk about how which candidate is our favorite, and not try and tear down our own side.
No. Impossible. God, like, who, at this point though, like, who isn't running on the Democratic ticket? Like, there's so many people that have announced their intention.
Yeah. Joe Biden hasn't announced yet, but we expect him to.
Oh, God, I don't want him to run.
I know, I don't either. Like, listening, I read an article today that was his conversation with Elizabeth Warren, back before she was a senator.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about, it was about consumer finance
doing the
protection.
boss, I guess. Sorry, go on.
And there was this bill that was about protecting people from predatory credit card lending.
Uh-huh.
And that's, of course, been Liz's big thing for ages. Because, she and Consumer Financial Protections Bureau was her idea.
Okay.
And like Biden's super condescending in the conversation too, and his bill that he was defending was about protecting the credit card companies.
Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta protect the rich credit card companies from the gormless American consumer.
Right, because they'll just file bankruptcy. Definitely not the predatory banks. That's their fault. That never happens, Wells Fargo. Wait, what?
God, this guy's attacks hit me when I'm not even doing face spam. Oh, I forgot this guy heals himself like an asshole.
Can say we're be getting nomination, but there's a clear leader right now.
Yeah, Bernie's main issue is just like so fucking old. Like that is like a real issue. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like not so much like he gets in office and dies, but like that whole like political movement that like came from him, like it might die with him if it sucks.
Oh, I don't think so. It's already moved on to like all like the big three freshmen incoming Justice Democrats.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, we got AOC, Rashida Tlaib, and Ilhan Omar.
Yeah.
Like all three are juggernauts right now, doing some really good shit. Yeah, I certainly don't see the movement dying at all. If anything, it's getting bigger because people will be like, "Oh yeah, AOC is amazing. Why don't we have anyone like her?"
Yeah. Also, people want healthcare and shit. Like, these are popular platforms. Well, alright. We're just gonna one-shot the entirety of Blighttown Act 1, I guess.
Nice.
I was not expecting that to happen. I was trying to figure out like a way to get a shortcut open up back and I couldn't. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just die to this boss and have to walk all the way through this Blighttown shit again. And Blighttown gets even more miserable. There's a really cool level in this game though, where it's like you're up in these really high towers, and there's like an elevator that you can take down, and it leads to like a poison swamp. But it's like all one continuous level. Like the elevator ride takes like 30 seconds, and like you can see everything too. That's the impressive part. Because a lot of the elevators in Dark Souls, like they obfuscate things. That was a lot of fun. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to stream for today. I think I got halfway to that sword, because I killed 2 bosses, have 2 more bosses to go.
Thou seek then
Cool. Well, I think it is bedtime for me because it's 10:18.
Yeah, it's getting there for me as well. Alright, buddy. Well, sorry we didn't do D&D today, but you have some ideas.
There's always next.
Yeah, you got some ideas for next time. Call me with any questions that you have in the meantime. I'll do a little bit of research myself before I go to bed here, see if I can find something about like insect affinity druids.
I'm doing the same thing. Insect affinity and wild shape. That's what